I gotta stop this right now. The game is looking substantially much more improved. Hey everybody and welcome. I'm Real Suave here, and today we got another reaction video. Excited for this one as well. This one is going to be about Stormgate, the StarCraft RTS like that we all are waiting for. And we're going to be checking out the latest video, the 8 months of Stormgate update, right? How much have they improved? I think they're going to be doing a lot of changes from what I heard. I really do not know much about Stormgate. I haven't been following Stormgate very well since it first came out a long time ago. And I'll tell you why that's a good thing, because my eyes are unclouded by hate, because I know this game has received a lot of hate from its visuals, from its gameplay, from how long it has taken for it to be out of early access and get to 1.0, and art style as well. You know, the last race, the Celestials, I think it was called, it has received a lot of negativity. And again, that's a good thing. Why? Because I'm here to see what are they doing, what are they going to represent, what are they been working on. I'm no expert when it comes to RTSs. I did grow up with StarCraft 1, obviously played a little bit of StarCraft 2 as well, but in no means I'm an expert. I'm definitely coming in as the, from the casual perspective. That's a good thing, because not everybody that's going to be playing Stormgate is going to be, a professional. Not everybody is going to be the next Cyril or the next Infiltration. I know Infiltration retired, all right? I'm not that naive. But yeah, so we're going to just jump right into it. I am looking forward to checking this game out. I also, disclaimer, have not even played this game. Okay, again, so total casual perspective coming in. Enough talking, let's get right down to it and let's see. I'm really actually pretty excited. Hopefully the volume is good here. Let's go. All right, so it's August. So actually it's been less time than I thought. Ooh, damn. Lighting is looking a lot better. Oh my goodness, this was rough. I didn't know the extent of how rough this looked before. When up close, obviously, when you zoom in. Oh. Okay, this is definitely substantially better looking. And I should say,
defend the base.
I should say one of the things why I did not also play the game or haven't played the game is because it really didn't catch me. I really thought that the game really was looking very rough, and I was really just waiting a little bit into get a little bit farther in development.
This is not our old Earth.
I don't know if this is gonna really
headed to war.
Do it for me right now, right?
To liberate
but
our world.
I am definitely intrigued.
Free our people and reclaim our hope.
Is that it? Oh my god. I thought there was more. There has to be more. Let's go here. Go to videos. Yeah, there it is.
Hi all, this is Tim Campbell here from the Stormgate team, and I'm pleased to bring you some news about
our
our 0.4 content update. With this release, we are unveiling the first look at our newly revamped campaign experience. This is something our team has been hard at work on for months, and I'm personally very excited to get into your hands so that we can hear what you think about it. However, it's also important to note that it's just the start for us, as we have more missions coming up very soon, as well as chapters 2 and 3 of the Vanguard campaign that are on track for a release later this year towards the end of summer. We've also jammed 0.4 full of all sorts of changes that are outside of campaign, including changes to the core pacing, our versus mode, our factions. So let's dive into the details and let's
give it to me, Tim.
We have in store for you with this release. The first 6 campaign missions are completely rebuilt from the ground up. We're talking new storylines, cutscenes, art, audio, mission design, and more. I
gotta stop this right now. The game is looking substantially much more improved. Significant improvement across the board. UI, just doing a screenshot of this, and this is pretty zoomed in. Lighting. This is really good. This is valid criticisms from the community, right? If you are going to be essentially StarCraft 3, the successor of StarCraft, right? In the least, the game should have been looking, since the get-go, equally as good as StarCraft 2. It wasn't that at all. So we're talking about almost a year, and now is that when we're getting the graphical improvements and stuff like that. We have to give credit where credit is due. This is looking so much better, and hopefully looks even better. I really do want them to push the boundaries, push the envelope to the next level, because StarCraft 2, it still looks good. I want to see more. I want to see more. Take it even farther.
Interact with your crew via the new conversation system.
Oh, hi. Still getting used to so many people.
And make strategic choices with the tech decision tree. Use credits earned from bonus objectives to unlock army upgrades and research randomized artifacts to help you on your missions by customizing what your forces are capable of doing.
Essentially, this is all good things, but really nothing revolutionary. We're not breaking the wheel here. This is exactly a StarCraft II campaign.
Upcoming mission briefing, or retry an old mission.
Lieutenant, the drop window is rapidly approaching.
Heroes now even gain XP and advance in levels, with a progression that is tracked from mission to mission. With each level advanced, gain a new point to spend on traits that customize hero abilities in a variety of ways. Lots of other improvements have been crammed in as well, including checkpoint save load improvements and post-game stats from Versus now being brought to campaign. However, campaign isn't the only thing we've been working on. On the faction front, we've been very busy too. For the Vanguard, we've added new models for the Servo, which is our new Vanguard worker, the new Hedgehog, the new Hornet, and even the new Evac. On the Infernals, we've updated several of their units, including new models for the Brute, Fiend, and...
My man. Oh, so much better. The art style now, this kind of looks goofy on the left, what was before. It does not look scary. On this one, emitting more of a powerful aura. Obviously, physically, it looks more menacing as well. It looks scarier. Kind of reminds me a little bit, seeing the head and stuff like that, like kind of like the art style from Doom, right? And that's good, right? I think positive things about like visually of StarCraft is that it has a very distinct art style, right? Clearly they understand that. That's what they're going for, really. But this is a much better direction.
On the Infernals, we've updated several of their units, including new models for the Brute, Fiend, and Gaunt, as well as new textures for the Spriggan and Flayed Dragon. We've also replaced Infest with a similar but more thematically appropriate curse mechanic, which now spawns new timed life phantoms that can be balanced independently from Fiends. Shroud has also been heavily updated for the Infernals. It now spreads up ramps as well as down, and it even corrupts any trees that it touches. Shroud is also now visualized on the minimap, so it's easier to tell where it's covering places and where it isn't. All Infernal structures now emit Shroud, and structures build faster when placed on areas already covered in Shroud. Art-wise, we've also updated two of our hero characters.
Taking the lead.
Riker and Malik.
The dead will serve.
Okay.
As well as added new...
Again, so much better. This looks cool, dude. This looks pretty dope. And the guy also. He looks cool. Obviously, Ghost inspired, obviously Terran inspired again. It's StarCraft III really, as most of a spiritual successor can be, but you know, that's old news. Everybody knows this.
And Malik.
The dead will serve.
Not sure about the voice though, right? Kind of like the classic demon. Hey, I'm the evil, dark deep, and I'm here. Yeah.
As well as added new NPC models for a range of characters in our campaign and Raptor 1 crew members. For our 1v1 versus mode, we've continued to fine-tune the speed,
generic dark
and
guy,
level of excitement in our
generic villain voice.
Unit move speeds have been increased across the board, averaging somewhere between 15 to 25% faster, depending on the unit type. This feels really nice to play, putting you more in control and enabling some of our previously slower units to become more viable.
Gotcha. So giving more movement to the players, right? Movement almost always is a good thing when you're adding movement to the gameplay. The player can feel like more expressive, and specifically in this case, is I guess improving the micro of characters. So the weaving in and out with the micro, you know, avoiding enemy damage, positioning and stuff like that. I guess from what I'm hearing was for certain units it was too slow. So even if you have fantastic macro, there was not much you could do because the units were too slow. So, I mean, again, casual perspective here is everything sounds pretty good from what I'm hearing. Music to my ears.
So now have a lower health value across the board. Generally speaking, we want to see more carnage in the early game, and have compensated for this with faster training times.
Gotcha.
We've also removed starting combat units. Players no longer begin with a scout or a hexen, for example. This change should enable more sneaky plays and a variety of openings. We're also trying out a new economic change. Workers in all factions now train instantly with charges, instead of being delayed by a training time. This feels really snappy and allows workers to be more quickly deployed exactly when you need them, and gives newer players a bit more forgiveness if they fail to keep up constantly with their worker production. We've also significantly updated our AI bot opponents. Difficulty has been split into easy, normal, and hard. This AI will now train unit compositions in a more focused manner. These compositions can transition throughout a game and can vary from match to match, offering a great deal more variety. Bot opponents will also now research upgrades, cast basic abilities, and do a better job of scouting and harassing different locations than just your main base. On top of all this, we fixed a ton of bugs, implemented a bunch of stuff that I can't even remember for this video, and set the stage for some major upcoming releases, including new campaign missions, a big shakeup for Versus and our ladder pool, and some really fun surprises that we have in store for the next couple of months. Thank you for being on this journey with us. We appreciate you and couldn't do what we're doing without your support. And I'm very excited to see your reaction to these changes and what we have coming up very soon as we continue to make Stormgate as great as possible. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right. So yeah, we just checked out the Stormgate development update there by Tim Campbell, the director of Stormgate, and let me tell you, it looks good. Everything sounds good, but again, this is coming from my perspective. It's a very limited one, so take that with a grain of salt. It looks great. I might consider checking this out now. I'm happy to see that this game has not died out. I'm happy to know and to find out that this game is still in development. They're still working on it. I know that they recruited millions in dollars in funding, so I'll be very surprised if they did not deliver. There's a lot of pressure on them to deliver. All good stuff. I'm really excited. Again, I might consider checking this out, and if I do, I will definitely make a video about it. One of the big things that I heard and the community voicing was that, and also the developers, that one of their main focuses was that it felt really good, that it felt really snappy, and I'm really curious about how it feels differently to StarCraft II, because StarCraft II also hear like your opinions about this development, maybe from think about this, about these changes, what your thoughts are, and yeah, so you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next time. All right.